So we're going to start today laying back on our mats and relaxing our bodies, taking a big breath in and a big breath out as we release our bodies into the mat, letting go of any negativity that we might be holding on to, relaxing our forehead, relaxing the muscles of our jaw, and just letting ourselves be in this moment, preparing our bodies and preparing our mind for new beginnings. When you're ready, begin to reach your arms up overhead for a big stretch, pointing your toes, breathing in, and as you exhale, begin to bring your knees towards your chest. As you inhale, and maybe rock your body a little bit from side to side as you exhale. Bring your right knee in towards your chest, bring your left leg straight, and then open your right knee out toward the side. Maybe grabbing here for a half happy baby, grabbing your right ankle or the outer edge of your right foot, and breathing into that right hip as you inhale. And exhale, bringing your knee back towards center, and then guiding it over toward the left side of your mat, looking over toward the right shoulder. Feeling that supine twist, that twist from the bottom edge to the bottom half of your body. Keeping both shoulders on the mat. Inhale, come back to center, bring both knees in. And exhale, straighten your right leg. And open up your left hip. Again, maybe grabbing for that ankle or the outer edge of your left foot. Breathing here for your half happy baby. And then bringing your knee back towards center. And then guiding it all the way over to the right side of your body as you look over towards your left shoulder. Breathing here into this twist, this release. And exhale as you just let it go. Inhale, bring your knees back towards center. And begin to rock and roll the length of your mat, coming into a seat, and then crossing your ankles and coming onto all fours. As we continue to warm up our spine, we'll do a couple cat-cows, making sure your hands are directly under your shoulders, your knees are directly under your hips. Inhale as you begin to lift your chest, lift your tailbone, and pull your belly button toward the mat. And exhale, round your spine for cat, tucking your tailbone down, letting your head be heavy. Inhale, lift your chest, cow pose, and exhale, round your spine. Inhale, come back to tabletop. Walk your hands about a fingerprint in front of you. And then tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. From here, maybe pedal over your feet, bending your right knee and then your left. On your inhale, breathe in. On your exhale, begin to walk toward the top of your mat, coming into a forward fold. Letting your head feel heavy, soft bend in your knees. On your inhale, begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Bring your hands up overhead. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart in front of your body. Inhale, reach down to come up. Big inhale, big morning stretch. And exhale, begin to forward fold as you hinge at your hips with a flat back and lower all the way down. Inhale, halfway lifts, hands to shins, flat back or thighs. Exhale, lower. Inhale, step your right foot back and then your left. Drop your knees and tuck your toes and lower all the way down to your mat. Inhale, lift your chest, lift lift your heart, cobra, draw your shoulders down your back. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, tuck your toes, push up to plank, roll all fours, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Exhale, drop your back knee, untuck your toes. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky for a little lunge. Drawing your shoulders down your back, lifting your chest, breathing here. And exhale, frame out your front foot. Inhale, warrior two. Untuck your back toes, plant your back foot parallel with the back edge of your mat. Bring your arms into a T. Feel that line of energy from your front fingertips all the way to your back fingertips. Breathe in here as you reach up. Straighten your front leg and your front arms. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Turn your front toes parallel with your back. Inhale, lift up. Lift your chest to the sky. Exhale, begin to hinge forward at your hips, keeping a flat back and lowering all the way down to the mat. Letting your head feel heavy here. Maybe a soft bend in your knees. As you breathe. Inhale as you begin to turn those heels in and turn your toes out, keeping those knees in line with your toes. Sink your tailbone down. Goddess pose, hands to your heart. Inhale here. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper as you begin to engage those quads, tucking your belly button towards your spine. Inhale, straighten your legs. Open your arms, open your chest, star pose. Exhale, come back down to goddess. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two, straighten the back foot, turn your front toes back out toward the front. Inhale here. Exhale, begin to hinge forward, placing the forearm above your knee. Left arm up, extended side angle. Inhale here, and then reach your left arm up toward the front to frame out your left ear. Inhale here, and exhale, right arm up and back, peaceful warrior. Inhale, and then exhale, frame out your right foot, and step it back, downward facing dog. You have the option to flow here if you'd like to come into a child's pose for a rest or a sip of water. Otherwise, we'll stay here for another breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the sky. Exhale, step it forward, low lunge. Drop your back knee. Untuck your toes and lift your arms up toward the sky. Drawing your shoulder blades down your back as you breathe in. And exhale, frame out your foot. Warrior two, untucking your toes. Back foot parallel with the back edge of your mat. And shining those fingertips forward and back as you open your chest. Inhale as you straighten the front leg, reach up. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips as you straighten your left leg and bring it parallel with your right. Inhale here as you lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands down to the mat as you breathe in. And as you exhale, begin to bring your heels in towards your body and your toes out, keeping that alignment of your knees and your toes facing the same direction. And bring your hands to your heart, goddess pose. Lift your chest as you tuck your tailbone down and engage those quads. Inhale as you breathe in, straighten your legs, open your chest and your arms. Exhale, sink back deep reach that right arm up toward the sky. Breathing here as you inhale. Exhale, frame out that right ear as you reach toward the top of your mat. Inhale and then exhale, peaceful warrior. Left arm up and back. And then inhale and exhale, come all the way back down. Step it back. From here, hinge forward as you begin to bend your arms and lower all the way down in the straight line. Inhale, lift your chest to cobra. Exhale, roll all the way down. Inhale, push back up to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll stay here again for about 2 breaths. If you'd like to take another flow or a sip of water, you know, you can always come back to child's pose at any time during the class. Breathing here. Inhale, lift your right foot up toward the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through. Plant your back foot for warrior one. Making sure your heels are aligned and lifting your heart up toward the sky and reaching your arms up. Breathe in here. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper, making sure that your hips are both facing toward the front of your mat. And your shoulders are drawn down your back. Inhale, straighten your front leg as you bring your hands to your heart and set that back foot forward, just about a footprint. Inhale here. Exhale as you hinge forward over that front foot for a pyramid pose, bringing your blocks maybe on each side of you. Maybe at the tallest height, and feeling that hamstring stretch. Again, shifting both hips so they're facing toward the front of your mat. Breathe in here. Inhale, begin to walk your blocks about 2 block prints in front of your foot. As we come into a supported warrior 3, bend into that front leg and lift that left leg. Parallel with the mat, toes flexed and facing towards your mat. Stay here, maybe come onto your fingertips and your blocks. Or maybe even coming to a full expression of warrior 3, bringing your hands to your heart. As you lift your chest. And finding that drishti, that focal point. Stay here. Coming back down to your blocks. And then stepping your foot back for a low lunge, planting your left hand. Easy twist, lifting your right hand up toward the sky, letting your gaze follow your hand. Exhale, plant it back down, and step it back for a downward dog. Pedal out your feet here, and then lift your left leg up toward the sky. Inhale here, exhale, step it through. Coming into warrior 1 on the other side, planting that back foot at a 45-degree angle, and then begin to lift your chest, bringing your hands to your heart, and then lifting them all the way up to frame out your ears. Lift your chest, maybe gazing up toward the sky. Inhale here, and then exhale, straighten that front leg, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, set that back foot forward, back footprint. And then as you begin to lift your chest, hinge forward at your hips and lower all the way over your front foot. Bringing your hands to a lock and keeping those hips shifted toward the front of your mat. Inhale, begin to bend that front leg and walk your blocks about 2 block prints in front of you. Coming into that supported warrior 3. Toes facing down toward the mat. As you keep your chest lifted, keeping your neck and your head in a straight line, gazing down toward the floor. Maybe coming into a full expression of warrior 3, beginning to bring your hands to your heart, toes facing toward the mat as your foot is flexed and back leg is parallel with your mat. Breathing here. And as you exhale, begin to bring your hands back down towards your blocks. And then your mat. You may flow with us, or you can skip this one if you'd like. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, maybe try to limp all the way down in a straight line. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, over. Inhale, tuck your toes. Lift it all the way up and back for downward dog. Taking a break here if you need it. And we'll stay here for about 2 or 3 breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. One more big inhale in and exhale. Feel it empty. Inhale, begin to lift your right leg up for that 3-legged dog. And step your right foot outside of your right hand for a lizard. Drop your back knee. Untuck your toes, maybe bringing your hands to blocks here to create some more space. Or if your knees are bothering you, maybe bringing a blanket underneath that back knee. Inhale here to your left. And exhale, maybe even if you want a little bit more, bringing your right hand to your right knee and just opening up the head a little bit more as you look over your right shoulder. Inhale and breathe. Bring your hands back to blocks. Untuck your back toes. Straighten your back knee. Begin to straighten your front foot as we begin to push off that back foot. And begin to prepare for Malasana or Yogi Squat. So keeping your toes splayed out, heels in, just like we did in our goddess pose. And you can bring a block to your seat to help with any support you may need. You can bring it on the highest setting here, or you can even bring it to a lower setting, or maybe you don't need it at all. Whatever feels best for your body here, bringing your hands to your heart, and using your elbows to kind of remind your legs to stay engaged, engaging your glutes, engaging your body. And breathe in. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands back down, straightening your legs and heel toeing your feet back into that forward fold. Inhale here. And exhale, let go. Inhale all the way up, one vertebra at a time as you bring your arms out. And then reaching them back down toward the heart. Inhale, reach down to come up. And then exhale, fold at your hips, keeping a flat back. Step it back to downward facing dog. Hips up and back, maybe pedaling your feet here. As we prepare for the other side, lift your left leg up toward the sky. Exhale, bring your left foot outside of your left hand for a lizard pose. Drop your back knee. Untuck your toes, maybe bring those blocks again to your hands for additional support to create more space and bring the mat to you. Drop your shoulders down your back. If you'd like additional stretch in your hips, you can begin to bring your left hand right above your knee and just looking over your left shoulder to begin to peel that foot open and peel that hip, creating more space. Inhale, bring your hands back to the blocks. Untuck your back toes, lift your back knee. As you begin to straighten that left foot, bring your right foot outside of your right hand. Maybe coming to that block again for Malasana. Maybe you have a little bit more of a stretch in your legs. Your hips will feel a little bit more open from the last one. Remember to meet your body where you feel you need it. Not comparing yourself to anybody else. Breathing here. And as you exhale, release any tension or stress that might still be left in your hips. Bring your right hand right by your right foot and lift your left arm up as you open up your chest. Inhale and exhale, bring your left hand outside your left foot and reach over your As you heel swing your feet back in towards a forward fold. Inhale all the way down. As you reach up, exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach down to come up. You move slightly back bend. And exhale, fold all the way over. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, step it back to plank. And flow. You can meet each other under the upward dog. And then back down to downward dog, wherever you feel your body needs. Breathing here. And then dropping down to your knees. Coming into your tabletop pose. From here, we're going to come into pigeon. If you'd like to do pigeon, you can, or the same thing will be demonstrated for figure four pose. So for pigeon, bring your right knee right outside your right ankle. Begin to slide that back left foot straight, keeping both hips facing towards center. Maybe bring a block for additional support underneath that right hip. Keeping your chest lifted, maybe even bringing a block right underneath your palms as well. If this feels good, stay here, or maybe begin to lower all the way down. The same exact thing is done in figure four pose. So if this feels better, you can bring your right foot and cross your right ankle right above your knee, and then just begin to bend that left foot. Feeling that same stretch on that right hip. Always options in yoga. Maybe bending from side to side. If you're in that pigeon pose, just relaxing into that deep hip stretch. Either way, come back into that downward dog, or I'm sorry, coming back into all fours, that tabletop pose, while in the same spot. And if you did pigeon, you can do pigeon on the other side. If you did the figure four, you're just going to switch the cross of your ankles. So coming back into pigeon, bringing that left knee behind that left wrist, sliding that left foot back. Breathing here, bringing that left foot toward your pelvis. Keeping both hips in a straight line, maybe bringing that block underneath that left hip for additional support. And lowering all the way down. Breathing here. Breathing into that hip release. Sweet release of all the negativity and stress that we hold on to. One more big breath here as you breathe in. And as you exhale, just let it all go. Inhale, come back to tabletop. And then come back into that easy seat. So if you're already in this figure four, you can just come back into that easy seat. Breathing here, straightening those legs, maybe shaking them out a little bit. As you reach up, straighten and lengthen that spine as much as you can, and then begin to hinge forward at your hips as you reach towards your toes, and then begin to fold over those straight legs. Maybe bring a slight bend to your knees if you need it. Breathing here. And then begin to slowly roll all the way down to your back. Bringing your feet towards your hands and sliding a block just right underneath your sacrum for a supported bridge pose. Bring your feet a little bit wider. Then you're bringing your feet a little bit wider than your knees. Bring your knees in. Just feel that release of your hips as you breathe in and breathe out. Releasing the block. And then just begin to reach away for your knees to the left and to the right. Again, just feeling those hips and just stretching them out. Feeling that opposite release. relax in this waterfall pose as you begin to release anything else that you may be holding on to. Staying here, if you'd like to come into a shoulder stand or a plow, and just releasing any tension left in your body. Bring your knees back in, and then maybe coming into a happy baby or anything else your body feels it may need before we end our practice. If you're coming to a happy baby, bringing those knees towards your armpits, and then maybe grabbing the outside of your feet or grabbing your ankles, whatever feels right for you. Anything else you feel your body needs. When you're ready, bring your knees back into your chest, and then begin to let them go straight, letting your toes play out to the sides, bringing your hands by your sides, and maybe flipping those palms for receiving new energy, receiving new light and wisdom. As we breathe here, beginning to relax the muscles of our face, releasing our shoulders into the mat, releasing our bellies, releasing our thighs, our ankles, and our feet. And just breathing here. I just have a message I'd like to share. This is a message by Brianna Weiss, and it says, I hope you allow your life to be bigger than you ever thought it could be. I hope you allow it to embody more beauty than you ever thought possible. I hope you don't get trapped by the small stories, the little ideas you had about what the future may be. I hope you don't long for the things you've outgrown just because they're familiar. I hope you don't consider everything you lose to be a loss. I hope you don't define yourself only by the limits of what you've known. I hope you don't cap your potential at what others have said is possible. Most of all, I hope you recognize the light when it hits you. I hope you let yourself do more than you ever thought you could. Stay here for a few more breaths. Think about what that message means to you. About the endless possibilities that your life has in front of you. When you're ready, begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Bring awareness back to your body. Begin to point and flex your feet. You're rolling out your ankles. You're rolling out your wrists. When you're ready, reach your arms up overhead for that big stretch. Reawakening your day. Preparing it for all that your body is ready for. When you're ready, reach over and slide over onto your right side. Fetal positioning, rebirth, and reawakening. When you're ready, sit up and coming back into an easy cross-legged